What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you another video in her series of must-have, must-gags. Today's video, I am actually recording it on Sunday, the day I'm supposed to be uploading it. I have just been really enjoying reading this weekend. I actually have been doing a reading vlog as well, so I hope to get that up either this week or next week. And yeah, I've just been enjoying reading, not filming as much, and I also have had some debacles with my 10 Lux One palette from ABH. I believe now this on my eyeballs would be the last look in those 10 looks. I thought I had already done my 10 and I was counting and there was only 9. So I believe this is now the 10th one, so I should have that video up definitely this week, if not next week as well. And yeah, I just kind of want to get into some of these releases. I will be honest, I don't have very many releases pinned. I haven't really been paying attention, even to the nail polish releases. I haven't really been paying attention. I've been really into reading. That's really where my interests have lied as of late. I've read 2 books this weekend, which I'm very happy about. I might be able to finish a third if I kind of knuckle down after I finish editing and uploading this video. So I'm just happy where I'm at. So yeah, I'm gonna scoot over and I'm going to talk about these releases. A lot of these releases are going to be like a first impression because I haven't seen them before. I literally just went through pinning stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I pinned it and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. So yeah, let's get to it. The first thing that came out that I didn't get a chance to talk about was Linda Hallberg came out with another quad. This quad is called the Enchanted Mysteries palette. It has a bronzy gold, a really light duochrome white, a green to blue, and a black. I already have a Linda Hallberg quad. I actually do enjoy that quad. I know some people don't, but I do. And I don't feel like I'm going to enjoy this quad just because of the color scheme. So it's going to be an easy pass for me. Then Pat McGrath, she's come out with her Star Wars collaboration. I've heard through the grapevine that this is not the first time that she's had a Star Wars collaboration. So that kind of surprises me. I guess I wasn't around or I wasn't paying attention when she did have that collaboration because I didn't know about it. The lip products seem to be the exact same from her original line, so unless you're like a huge Star Wars fan, I wouldn't highly recommend that. Then she has 3 palettes. She has 2 mini palettes, one that's a pinky red and one that's like a purpley gold. And then the third one is the Decadence palette. I want that Decadence palette. I want it so bad. I've been wanting that palette since it originally came out. I was just too slow to pick it up. I was hoping that it would go on sale during the holiday season, and it did, but it also sold out before I could buy it. So I honestly, personally would be interested in that Decadence palette. The other 2 mini ones, although they look very pretty, I have both the colors ranges that she has in both those 2 palettes and my La Vie en Rose mini palette. So I would only personally be interested in the Big Daddy palette, but I can't get it, so I'm going to hope that it's going to stay in stock, or she'll bring it back again for whatever reason when I am purchasing makeup again. Physician Formula came out with a couple of things. So we've already talked about the eyeshadow palette that they sneak peeked a while ago, but they also come out with these illuminating setting powder and dewy balm duos. And they basically look to be 3 different shades of highlighters and like highlighters and I guess cream highlighters as well. It doesn't seem like something I would personally be interested in, but I'd love to see reviews from people and see how they work for them, because I know me, I tend to forget to put my liquid products on before I put my powders on. So I need a product that's going to be able to work on top of it, and a balm just doesn't feel like something that would actually work on top of a powder. Alien Cosmetics. This was a palette I feel like I've already talked about, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it again. And this is their Moody palette. It's a very pretty blue-green palette with some blacks and maybe even one brown. There is a silver as well and one purple. It's a very, very pretty palette. If I could purchase, this would be yet another palette from Alien Cosmetics that I would go ahead and scoop up because it's just something that I would reach for on a semi-consistent basis because those are colors that I love to wear on my eyes. But alas, I can't. So I'm just gonna have to hope that this is still gonna be in stock and that I'm still interested in it when I get off of my no-buy. Drunk Elephant has also come out with a new product, well, relatively for me new product, and it is an overnight moisturizing face mask. It sounds interesting. I will tell you guys, to be honest, at one point I was an avid Drunk Elephant purchaser. I was purchasing everything, well, not everything. I was purchasing a certain amount of things from them on a consistent basis. I have now swapped those products out for more drugstore products that I can actually afford on a consistent basis as I want them. And I also already have a hydrating face mask that I got in an influencer box, so I don't feel the need to personally pick this up even if like I ran out of my moisturizing product, because I'm quite sure that that product is cheaper and I do enjoy that product. So yeah, it would have to be like this saved my skin, and right now my skin doesn't really need saving. My skin is actually in a really good spot right now. So yeah, I am just going to throw in some nail polish because like I said, I am interested in nail polish right now. Native War Paints has come out with their like December Nights trio. I think actually two of them look really pretty. The two kind of multi-chrome shades look really, really pretty. There's one that's green to purple and the other one's a blue to pinky purple. I actually really like the green to purple one. I think that's unique and it would be unique in my collection. It's $12 each, or you can get the trio for $30. I might actually consider picking that one shade up because it would be unique to my collection, and I love that. I've really been enjoying painting my nails. I do it every couple of days, and I already need to redo it because my thumb chipped, or I at least need to reapply that shade because that's the only nail that is chipped right now. KKW has come out with a new collection. KKW Beauty, I'm sorry, has come out with a new collection. It is called the Glitz and Glam collection. It's screaming like 90s vibes. It has those dark chocolatey lips and then some really dark smoky eyeshadows. These aren't unique shades at all, whether it's the body or the body products are unique. Those are definitely unique for those who need it or are interested in it, but the lip products and the eyeshadow products, they're not unique. So I know I have them in my collection, and you guys just recently yesterday saw my lip product collection. You can see that I have all of these shades. I don't need any more of these, so it's going to be an easy pass for me. NARS has been sneak peeking and has shown, let me go to a more recent pin comment, and it is available actually, of their limited edition Afterglow eyeshadow palette and Afterglow lip balm collection. I would be actually interested in their lip balm collection, although it's $28. I can't be bothered to pay $28, but I do reach for these products a lot during work. They give you a slight tint, but it's not too much, not too little, so if you're not wearing makeup, it's not too big of a deal. The eyeshadow palette is pretty, but I don't need it. I will say NARS's eyeshadow palette formula is really, really good. I think I gave away my only NARS eyeshadow palette, but I really did enjoy that palette. It was just the color scheme was not for me. And that's a lot of the things. A lot of these NARS palettes are really pretty, but I know me and I know I'm not going to get the use out of it that I need to get for the $59. Also, in my sneak peek that I originally had, there's a face palette. The face palette looks pretty, but I think it's going to be too light for me, which is always very, very sad. But I will of course have that face palette on the screen as well, because that may be of interest for you and it may actually work for you. Cleonade Cosmetics is coming out with some more products in their stained glass collection. If you didn't know, the stained glass collection is a permanent collection. So I'm very intrigued. I already have my list on my phone of all the shadows that I want from the stained glass collection, and I can't wait to see the new ones and what shadows I want to bring in from that collection in comparison to the shadows that I already have in my collection. It seems like they've only sneak peeked maybe one shade, and it looks to be an orange to green to purple, but it looks very, very pretty. A lot of brands are starting to release or sneak peek their Lunar New Year collections, and what is this? This is Clinique. Clinique has shown their highlighter. I didn't know Clinique had highlighters, but it's gold Clinique Pop. It's limited edition, and it looks to be a rat because I think this is the year of the rat. It's pretty, but it's a gold. I have golds. There's a collaboration amongst us, and it is with Instagrammer. I don't think he has a YouTube, and I actually do follow him. He does gorgeous looks, and his name is La Vie Dunpin. Dumprince, I don't know, but it is a collaboration with BH Cosmetics. The bottom row is colors, colorful, beautiful shades, and the top row is neutrals. I will say that mustardy shade, as always, is really drawing me in, wanting me to really pick up this palette. But all the other shades are shades that I definitely have, and I even have this shade. So for me, it's going to be a pass, but it is a very, very pretty collection or palette. Next, coming up, Lights Lacquers has released and shown, of course, her winter collection. I did pick up two of her launching collection, and I actually have one on my nails right now. This one, I believe, is the name is Jeffa, and I do enjoy her formula. I love her brush. I love everything about this brand, and I already have 3 nail polishes in my cart, so I will be picking up 2 from this collection, I believe, and 1 from her previous collection. No, 1 from that middle collection, the one that kind of looked like Jeffa but it wasn't. So I'll be picking up those 3 shades. I'm just waiting. I'm not in a rush. All of her shadows are, wow, all of her nail polishes are $9 each, which is a very, very reasonable price. I will have the version of this photo that has the swatch so you guys can at least see them on her nails. Hopefully somebody else, by the time I get this up, will have it on a darker complexion, and I will have that swatch on there for you guys as well. But very pretty collection. I cannot wait to pick them up and get them in my grasp. Tarte Cosmetics has come out with the Shape Tape Big Ego product line, and it looks to be a glow one. So I'm assuming it's going to be liquid highlighters. I don't really do a lot of liquid hiders. I have had 2. I believe I got rid of 1 already, and the other one's still in my collection, but I just don't think I'm a liquid highlighter type of gal. So this is going to be a pass for me just because of that previous experience. Makeup by Mario has done a limited edition brush set with Sephora. Sephora brand does have really good brushes. I will highly recommend their brushes. So if you are interested and you are a huge Makeup by Mario fan, I would recommend it. It looks like to get the eye brushes alone, it's $65, and to get the full kit and caboodle, it is $158. To be honest, the eye brushes don't appear to be brushes that I would be interested in or that I would get any use out of. I look to only be getting use out of some of those face brushes, and overall, they're just not any shapes that I don't have. I have a lot of brushes that I have on my actual stand, and then I have a lot of brushes over here, so I just don't need them. I don't need them. Too Faced has come out with some additional skincare. It looks to be in their hangover line. A pillow cream, which is I guess a face moisturizer, a lip treatment, and a hangover wash away the day cleanser. All 3 of these look interesting, maybe could be beneficial. I have a weird thing with like makeup brands going into skincare and skincare brands going into makeup. So for me, this is probably something I will never touch or get any use out of, or I wouldn't ever purchase, but you never know, you might be interested in. Guerlain has come out with what looks to be some oils and some primers for your pores and your base. They look to be Japanese inspired. just nothing right now that I personally need or will probably be bringing into my collection. I have two oils from, what is the brand? From The Ordinary, and I enjoy both of those oils, one more than the other. One I'm actually starting to get close to the end, which is funny. But yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna need those. And also Guerlain is expensive. The only product from Guerlain that I've ever tried and I actually have in my collection is the bronzer, and honestly I'm just holding on to straws at this point because it's a bronzer I can't really get any use out of, but I refuse to get rid of it because it was so expensive. BH Cosmetics has come out with another Zodiac palette. It seems to be kind of their last like wrap up palette because they already did their Capricorn palette, and the name is Crystal Zodiac, and this one has their like, what's it called, their hodgepodge shades on the outside perimeter and very nice bright shades in the middle. I think they finally listened to all the critique from people when they made this palette because there's actual color. There's actual color. So I feel as though this is going to be another banger for them, and hopefully they'll leave it at that. Because prior to this palette, a lot of their little mini ones were just very, very sad. Okay. Likely Makeup has come out with another blush palette. We'll sneak peek the other blush palette. We haven't seen the full palette, but we've seen Crushed Colors. This looks pretty. This looks so, so pretty. I should have put the first Fairly blush palette on my my wish list. This looks so, so pretty. It looks so pretty, and I really want her first one because her first one has a yellow, and I thought I had a yellow for blush, but I don't. And granted, I have a yellow from my Sugar Pill palette, so I probably could use this Sugar Pill yellow, but I'm not sure it's blendable enough. Maybe I'll try it. I'm gonna try it. Actually, I'm gonna keep this out so that I try it next. This palette has been used and abused, but if I can't get that yellow to work, I think what I'm gonna do is that's gonna be the one thing that I purchase for myself makeup wise for my birthday. I really love glowy blushes, and I told myself that I would use points or something. And since I'm 99% sure my dad is just gonna give me money, I'm just gonna use his money towards that. Maybe. We'll see. This is when I know by is getting, it's getting, I'm getting the feels. I'm getting the feels for all of these blush products. And best of all, these cheeks products look to have a sheen to them. I'm gonna try and hold it in, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to. I'm really not. Becca Cosmetics has shown some brightening concealers for dark under eyes and uneven skin tones. I truly haven't even been using concealer all that much. I use it sometimes here or there, but I don't use it every day. So for me, this isn't something that's worthwhile. Honestly, it might just not even be worthwhile bringing concealers into my collection after I get through the 4 or so that I have, because I just don't wear them on a consistent basis anymore, especially this one because I honestly hate it, but I also just don't feel the need to have to put it on. ColourPop and Becca G have come out with yet another collaboration. This one has some bronzers and an eyeshadow palette and maybe some lip products. The bronzers I don't think will work on my complexion. I think that darkest bronzer is going to work on somebody more of a Karen Harris complexion. I already have 2 bronzers from ColourPop and I love Bits and Pieces. The other one is okay. The eyeshadow palette is really pretty. It looks to be all matte, which is actually intriguing. I don't need an all matte palette, but it actually looks really, really nice. And the lip products look nice as well. Just stuff I just don't really... What is that? Oh, a roller gloss. That's a 90s if I had never seen it before. And she also has a liquid liner in this collection. I do only have the current liquid liner that I'm using and I honestly hate it, but I am going to get my money's worth. Well, I am going to get my use out of it. It was sent to me for free, but I don't want to declutter it because it's a liquid liner. Like, who's going to want my old liquid liner? So yeah. Too Faced is also shaping up for their Lunar New Year collection, and it is their diamond highlighter, but in like a funky new color and a new packaging. I don't need another highlighter. I never tried any of their highlighters in this formula, but I did hear really good things. So maybe you guys will enjoy it if you really have enjoyed that collection. MAC has done revealed their Lunar Beauty collection as well. It has a duo blush, some lipsticks, some liquid lipsticks or maybe lip glosses, an eyeshadow palette, and a very pretty highlighter. The thing that got me last year was the blush duo, and I realized, not even a duo, like a, yeah, it is a duo, but it's not split. The thing I've realized is like, I can't get my brush into one side. The types of brushes that I like to use are very big, fluffy, so they can blend the product very nicely, and they can't get into one of the shades. So you have to like the combination of the shades, and for me, it's just not worth it. It is a very pretty packaging, I will say, both the outside and even the imprints, all very pretty, but it is going to be a pass, of course. Sephora collection has made some custom like foundation base situations, which is very interesting. They have one for light, medium, and deep. I'm interested to see what their deep shade is. But it's from 3 different brands. So they give you a Too Faced, or yeah, a Too Faced foundation, I think Becca highlighter, and a Fenty powder, which is very interesting. I don't think they've ever done that before. Oh, and you can choose your own shade. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay, so that's good. That's really good. If I had ran out of my Born This Way foundation, I would have picked that up. No, I wouldn't have, because I don't really like Becca highlighters, and I already have a Fenty. Just kidding. Well, it's something that I would recommend picking up because I really do love the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And the other two, I'm not a fan of the Becca highlighters and the Fenty powder. I just haven't gotten around to trying because I have so many powders that were already opened when that ended up getting into my collection. Manny MUA has revealed his collaboration with Morphe, and Karen Harris made, like, she likes to do community, like a community post on her YouTube page, and she always like screenshots the latest makeup find, and then we talk about them. And she was like, what do you guys think about this? And I literally commented, I feel like he kept his best color schemes for himself and his brand, because this just is, what is this? I mean, the last 2 palettes that he's dropped from his brand have been stunning, and then you give me this? It just doesn't make any sense. And then it just doesn't make any sense at all. I think the highlighter, one of the highlighters might work for my complexion. In different lights, it looks darker than the other. I do agree with other people that it looks like it's just an extended and different version of his Merlena. What is that? Makeup Geek collaboration, and I didn't get that, so I'm not gonna get this. And it also has highlighters in there. I hate when eyeshadow palettes have highlighters in. I just don't like that. The Makeup Shop has created another eyeshadow palette, and this is the Aesthetic eyeshadow palette. Now, I will say this palette screams 2 palettes that I already have in my collection, so I will not be picking it up, but I will show you guys the 2 palettes that it reminds me of. First, of course, because of the like foily shimmer shades, it reminds me of my Huda Beauty new nude palette. All of the like foiled moldy shades that people were concerned about when it first released, that's what it reminds me of. I love this palette. So yes. And then it also has like a deeper, richer vibe to it, and it brings kind of modern Ren to it for me. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that palette. It is a very pretty palette. Had I not had both of these palettes in my collection, then maybe I would have picked it up. There was another palette from that brand that I was interested in. Actually, I think 2 or 3. I never ended up picking them up, but you know, you never know what'll happen. Urban Decay has come out with some new products. They came out with a threesome blush, bronzer, and highlight. I feel like they used to have something very similar to this in their line if they already don't. And I believe that darker shade didn't work on me, so yeah. And then it also looks like it came out with some highlighters as well. Okay, so yeah, Ulta has done some sneak peek early release for some Laura Mercier products and some maybe new NYX and MAC products as well. And maybe even that NARS. There's a NARS mini in there. That's interesting. They're all very interesting. I haven't tried any Laura Mercier foundations, and I had 2 if not 3 on my like wish list at Sephora, and since it's on Ulta, that would be very intriguing to try. Also, it looks like some NYX new highlighters are there. Very interesting. Nothing that I will be picking up anytime soon, especially not for like my birthday month, if I take that chance to buy something during my birthday month. Sydney Grace is going to be coming out with a new palette in the new year. It's called Enduring Love, and it looks like she showed us the inside to show us that it is magnetic pans, which is very, very nice. I enjoy that. And yeah, we'll see what it comes out with. I wasn't a huge fan of the color scheme of their first palette. I know their formula is delicious, but I wasn't a huge fan of the color scheme, which is why I did not pick it up. Then we have Shroud Cosmetics. They came out with their trio of eyeshadows about the same time that they came out with their latest eyeshadow palette. After seeing Beauty Bat Baby, not Beauty Bat Baby, what am I saying? Butte Bean. After seeing Butte Bean do some looks with that palette, I now want it. I really do. But I'm going to be doing a video soon kind of talking about what I'm going to be using instead of buying that palette, because I can't buy the palette. And the last thing I have pinned is from Alicia Storm Cosmetics. I have talked about this brand before. There looks to be some pressed glitters in there, so if you're not a fan, do be aware of that. And everything else just looks to be normal. Okay, nothing very unique about that palette, unfortunately, at all. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing very, very good. If I could break my no buy right now, I would say that I'd be getting some blush palettes from Likely Makeup, because those seem to be the most. She's come out with 2 very unique blush palettes, blush colors that I don't have in my collection. And yeah, I could use eyeshadows, but eyeshadows some of the time don't actually blend the best or accurately or correctly on your cheeks because they're not meant to be on your cheeks. I promise you guys, I will try this yellow tomorrow probably, because I am done with my required products on my face. But I promise you guys, if I can't make those work, I can't tell you that I won't buy those palettes. I really can't. I can't. So yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you guys. It's been a quite quick video. I think I'm in the 30 minute mark situation. I'm gonna aim to get this video up obviously today being Sunday. If I can't, I will just make sure to kind of publish a video that I already have queued up and ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are enjoying B&B Myth, and I hope you guys are enjoying my Santa Claus song in the intro. That is the song that tells me it's quintessentially Christmas. That's why I'm using it. I love it. My dad used to play it when I was younger. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, y'all, peace.